course, we're talking about pets and how you can find one of your own. And here with more on how to fetch a pet is Leonard Chase. He's with Pet Fest and a producer and trainer with these SuperDogs who perform at Pet Fest. And that was Twist and Shout that I was holding, who is an incredible athlete, you say, right?
Oh, Twist and Shout's a bearded collie, and in the SuperDog show, he was just a great athlete with lots of comedy.
And Pet Fest is sponsored by the Humane Society, and you travel around the country and present information for people on animals, and then you also have an incredible show with these animals here, these athletes.
Well, that's exactly it. Our most important goal is to show the bond between humans and animals, and education on nutrition and training. And then we have entertainment with the SuperDogs. And the SuperDog show is almost a cross between the Harlem Globetrotters and Disney on Ice.
Was that Twist and Shout running through the obstacle course there in that video? That was great.
Yeah, well, they're great athletes. First of all, these dogs are fabulous athletes, and over 60% of them have been adopted from Humane Society. So if anyone's ever looking for a great pet, go to your Humane Society and look for a great dog, because they can all be SuperDogs.
They've been so good in the studio. Look at him sitting there. Now tell us a little bit more about what else is at Pet Fest besides the SuperDogs. There's all kinds of information for people that are looking to adopt an animal, and we can't stress how important that is to find out which kind of animal is best for you, right?
Oh, it's very important to pick the right dog or the right cat. And obviously, if you have a small apartment, you're going to get a small dog.
Right.
But the most important thing when you have a dog is always challenge them. Have them do things. Have them being involved. I always say that, like, having a pet or having a dog is like you're talking to another species. You are actually communicating with another species, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful, event when you get to talk to another species.
Now, do people have a lot of questions about what animal they're going to be able to find at a Humane Society? I think people always think that the best well-behaved animal is going to be a purebred, but that's not necessarily the case.
No, I mean, when you have first of all, when you get a dog, you've got the dog. The dog's going to take you on right away. You're the one. The dog's going to love you. So when you go to the Humane Society, look for the dog that appeals to you the most.
Right.
That you can see it in their eyes. They want to be with you. Right. You know, I can't walk through a Humane Society without wanting to take 10 or 20 home.
You got to pick them up, hold them, and get whoever you bond with, right?
And they're going to bond immediately with you. A dog knows that he wants to be adopted. Dogs want to be with humans, so they're going to bond with you immediately. And then you need lots of training. The most important thing is train your dog.
Yeah, but these dogs are super trained. Now, how many hours do you spend on training these?
Well, all these dogs belong to individual trainers. Everyone owns their own dog in the SuperDog troop. So we have over 300 dogs and 150 trainers, and they live at home with their trainers, and they work their dogs 2 or 3 times a week to get them up to standard.
I have to say, though, one of the biggest dilemmas with me as a parent when I think about getting a new dog, it's just the training of it, trying to get it to go where it's supposed to go. And how do you go about doing that without spending a whole lot of money?
Well, basically, you should take one course at the very beginning. Always take an obedience course or a training course. Always, just so you get the basics. I mean, if you have a dog that sits, stays, comes, and heels, that's all you have to do. And then after that, if you want to do more training like agility or fly ball and those type of events, those are sports. Right. But the first thing, sit, come, stay, and heel, you've got a great dog.
But you know what? The Humane Society can probably give you some good ideas on where to go for some of that training too,
Certainly.
right?
And at Pet Fest America, we're going to be across North America. We're here in Atlanta. We're going to St. Paul, Dallas, Washington, Columbus, and Greenville. And there's all this information at this particular show where you can actually find out how to train your dog, how to adopt a dog, how to do good nutrition for your dog. These are the I Am SuperDogs. I mean, they're just a living example of how to work with your dog. Leonard
Chase, thank you so much for bringing these animals, and you can't see this, but on the other side of the studio are all the trainers making the dogs stay.
They look so perfect.
Yes, they do, but there are trainers here, so they're not just sitting here because they like us. All right, thank you very much, Leonard, and we'll be going to Pet Fest for sure. And back to you, Frank. I want them all. I'm not sure which one I want to take, but Leonard won't let go of any of them.
Those are great SuperDogs. Thanks a lot.